Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad Yaqub, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to deal with an important question type in section 3 of IELTS reading. And the question type is, which paragraph contains the following information? Exactly, in section 3, when the time is running out, you are doing section 3 and last few questions. So I'll give you all the tips and techniques to deal with that. That is why watch this video till the end. Okay guys, now be active and alert. This is a very technical type of questions. Which section contains the following information? We've got 5 questions and we have a passage here, but now we are familiar with the passage. So the first thing is, try to do those questions first where you already know. 32. A reference to ways of making money. Reference to ways of making money in California other than mining for gold. So you will find words like business or any other thing like that. Reference to ways of making money in California other than mining for gold. Alright, now we'll find that. First read all the questions, and the one you have any doubt, you should do that first. A suggestion, this is a suggestion. That one is reference. A suggestion that the gold that was found did not often compensate for the hard work undertaken. They were not happy with the wages and salaries and all that. The gold that was found did not often compensate, means they found less gold and they worked harder for that. A mention of an individual who convinced many of the existence of gold in California. It rings a bell because there was a guy, he was holding a bottle. In that bottle there were some particles of gold. So I can go there. I found it in the beginning. James Wilson Marshall, carpenter, found small flakes of gold. But where did they mention was working and all that? But then they say, though Marshall and Sturrer keep new discovery quiet, word got out. Yes, this guy, Sam Brannan. Storekeeper Sam Brannan set off a frenzy when he paraded through town displaying a small bottle of containing gold. So this is the mention of that. So what's the question? A mention of an individual. Now when they say individual, you need to look for a paragraph with names. And they have mentioned here Sam Banana, not Banana, Sam Brannan. Okay, and he just showed this to everyone. So paragraph B is the right answer for question number 34. We write it down here and we cross it here. See that? So because when you do this, and never start with this question type. Even if they give you this question type in the beginning, never start with it. Always do it at the end. Details of pre-gold rush. Now remember, whenever there is pre-gold rush, all the passage is about gold rush. So this pre-gold rush will come in the first few paragraphs. Important tip for you. If they write something about conclusion, then you go to the last paragraph. So details of the pre-gold rush population. At the time, this is pre-gold rush, the population of the territory consisted of 6,500 Californian, blah blah blah, 700 foreigners, 15,000 Native Americans. So what is that? Details of the pre-gold rush populations of California. That is paragraph A. Now see that with a little struggle, I'm doing it. I'm making it possible. A contrast, okay? A contrast. Now details, mention, suggestion, reference. A contrast between shrinking revenues and increasing population. And by the way, we read the passage and we know this happened towards the end when revenues were shrinking and population was increasing. So let's just go to a paragraph where they talk about revenue. See that? It's all magic, guys. I don't know how I do it. I even don't know. Now you can see, though gold mining continued throughout 1815, it had reached its peak by when gold worth some million was pulled out from the ground. After that year, the total take declined, shrinking revenue. Revenue is take. Oh my God, I want to kiss myself. Okay, so the total take declined gradually, leveling off to around $45 million per year. And then they are saying settlement in California continued, however, and by the end of the decade, the state's population. So population increased, California continued, and the total take declined and continued. And what's the question? A contrast. Decline and continue, that is a contrast, and we found it in paragraph G. I'm doing it so comfortably because I have done other questions. Now see that 3 answers I found out of my knowledge because I did other questions. So guys, always remember, even if they give you this question type in the beginning, do it at the end. And this advice is only for section 1, 2, 3 academic and section 3 general training. Okay, now we are left with 2 questions. A reference to ways of making money in California other than mining. Reference to making money in California other than mining. All right, we will just try to see that. There isn't any reference here. We need to look for professions, jobs, okay, or shops and all that. Reach the area and all that. Look, farms or businesses, and many made a real success. A reference to making money, a reference to ways of making money in California other than mining for gold. And what is that? Their wives had no option but to shoulder different responsibilities such as running farms or businesses. Okay, so running farms and businesses. Now what is that? A reference to ways making money in California. So for question number 32, the answer is paragraph C. Okay, now I'm left with 1. So let's just go on, right? We just see what is that. 33. A suggestion that the gold that was found did not often compensate for the hard work undertaken. And by the way, this happened towards the end when people had already taken all the gold. So this happened towards the end. Anyways, let's see. Okay, a suggestion that the gold that was found did not often compensate. Compensate means money, salary, wages and all that. It isn't here. Let's just see it here. Okay, compensate, money, wages and all that. All right. Okay. I'm just trying to do it. Money that they got did not compensate. Wow. My eyes just caught this. See that I told you it would be towards the end. As gold became more and more difficult to reach, the growing industrialization of mining drove more and more miners from independence into wage labor. The new technique, okay, it's not here. Mining had always been difficult and dangerous labor, and striking it rich required good luck as much as skill and hard work. Alright, now what is the beginning? After 1850, the surface gold in California had largely disappeared. Alright, the gold disappeared even as miners continued to reach the gold fields. Mining had always been difficult and dangerous labor, and striking it rich required good luck as much as skill and hard work. Moreover, the average daily pay for an independent miner had been then dropped sharply from what it had been in 1884. Now what's the question? I think it's that one. A suggestion that the gold that was found did not often compensate for the hard work undertaken. All right, that's what they say here. Mining had always been difficult and dangerous labor, striking it rich and all that. Dependent miner had dropped sharply. It was been and all that. Mining drove more and more, and they developed this enormous profits, but destroyed much of the region's landscape. So paragraph F has got this answer. So for 33, F will be the right answer. On your answer sheet, you will write 32C, 33F, 34B, 35A, and 36G. Okay, guys, all the best. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Thank you very much for watching this video. Now you are equipping yourselves with latest techniques to deal with IELTS reading. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub truly wishes you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.